All right, guys, today we are going to talk about intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting does not change what you eat, it changes when you eat it. Intermittent fasting is a schedule of feeding, meaning a period of time when you are consuming absolutely no calories and then a smaller feeding window where you consume all of your calories and macronutrients, or at least your daily requirements for calories and macronutrients within that time frame. So you mean like you just spend most of your day not eating? Like why would someone do that? Great question. Some of the alleged benefits of intermittent fasting are accelerated fat loss, increased muscle mass, decreased body fat percentage. Fasting has been shown with helping optimize your body's hormones, which regulate things like your metabolism to speed up the fat burning process. Slowing down the aging process and disease prevention. It's convenient and it also allows you some flexibility with food, which is very needed amongst a busy schedule. So how does it work? Well, first, before I tell you guys what you would actually do, let's explain very simply, nothing boring, the science behind why intermittent fasting is said to accelerate the process of fat loss along with all the other benefits I listed. Firstly, the body's primary fuel source is glucose. So when you eat glucose from carbohydrates, your body is able to burn that glucose to perform daily functions like eating, breathing, sleeping, moving, all that good stuff. The fed state, when you are eating, it's very hard for the human body to burn fat in this period because it is so concerned with burning glucose that people get when they eat food from carbohydrates. So when you are in an unfed state, which is you enter that about 8 to 12 hours after your last meal, your body is now in a state where it doesn't have any glucose to burn, and luckily, guess what it does have to burn? Stored fat. And here's the key. So it's not necessarily decreasing the amount of food you eat or dieting, like restricting foods, but simply timing when you are eating all of the food for your day into a smaller window leaves a larger window when your body is solely focused on burning body fat and is not annoyed with burning glucose. So there are different types of fasting windows, and in the PDF, supplemental PDF, I provided links out to each of the kind of authors of each of these different fasting protocols if you would like some more information. The first one that I personally use is the 16-8 from leangains.com. And what that is you spend 16 hours per day not consuming any calories in a fasted state, and then you eat your calories and macronutrients within that 8-hour window. So your day could be as simple as you don't eat your first meal until noon, and then you eat a regular dinner around 6:30 or 7. You're done eating by 8, and then you don't eat until noon the next day. There is another form where essentially you pick 1 to 2 days per week for a 24-hour period where you just don't eat anything. And now you continue, when you get off of the fast, you continue to eat a regular day at your regular macronutrients and calories, but it is an alternate day fast for a full 24 hours. The warrior diet. That is a 20-hour window of fasting and eating all your food within a 4-hour window of fasting. Not my favorite. It's really hard because then you feel stuffed all at once. It's great to have these protocols out there to use as guidelines, but at the end of the day, you can use a combination of these and still get the same great results from practicing fasting. Me, for example. Usually Monday through Friday, I do a 16 and 8 fast. So Monday through Friday, I eat my first meal around noon, and then 8 p.m. is when my last meal is. The weekends, I typically don't do intermittent fasting just because if I'm with family or friends or we're eating breakfast together, I don't have to worry about it. Sometimes, if I've been on vacation and I've been eating and drinking too much, what I'll do to just cleanse my body is do a 24 to 30-hour fast in which I'm just drinking water, green tea, and black coffee. Is it for you? I do believe that to an extent, both females and males can benefit from the concept of fasting. However, I will be upfront in saying that I've read a few things or seen a few things that when females would do fasting over an elongated period of time, it can cause more hormone imbalances than in a male. So my females out there, I just want you to be careful, and if you're going to do intermittent fasting, my recommendation to you would be to do a 12 and 12. So don't keep your fasting window as long. So if you're doing a 12 and 12, that could be as simple as, you eat your first meal at 9 a.m. and your last meal around 9 p.m. To anyone out there who's kind of like, this seems really difficult and everything, the human body is incredibly, incredibly intelligent. So once you start practicing a behavior, it only takes about 4 to 6 weeks for that behavior to start to become a regular activity, more mindless. And the body is the same way. The body is able to adapt to your feeding schedule. And if it doesn't over time, you can always switch. However, yes, not eating until noon every day when you first start might seem overwhelming. So my advice to you is don't start doing it every single day. Take 2 days a week, just pick 2, let's say Monday, Tuesday, where you will not eat until noon. Continue to try that and build small on that behavior. So try 3 the next week, and then 4, maybe 2 to 3 weeks later. The point is to go about this slowly so that your body can adapt to your new feeding schedule and burn fat, but also keep you satisfied and not craving food.